of men's singles, we are going to see J.W. Johnson's against Michael Loyd. Again, J.W. Johnson, a very, very established player, played a lot of singles, loved it before. Now he's a double specialist more, but still very, very good. Very good striker, hits the ball very clean. So it's going to be very interesting to see him competing against the one and only Michael Loyd that had an incredible win over Ben Jones yesterday. So we'll see if Michael is able to perform again after such a big win. It kind of connects very well as well. He hits really hard, and you know, when finger going is well, he's really hard to play against. Just like that one. That was a great short pass.
A lot of dip on that two-handed backhand there.
Feel it's every time I've played him, it's all about waiting and waiting, playing long points, so he explodes a little bit and give you a little bit of unforced errors, but he has been playing remarkable so far. Also playing indoor, different condition, easier to hit the ball cleaner, like as I've mentioned before, but great job by Michael covering
a lot of net.
The net very well.
And it's kind of the same thing we had in the last match. We have a little bit higher seed that had a big upset playing another good seed. Samantha didn't really fare as well as she would have liked to. We'll see if Michael can kind of break that mold again and get another big win and outperform his seeding.
So I did watch a little bit of his match yesterday against Ben Jones. One thing that Michael has been doing better, he's stepping into the ball, not waiting that the ball comes to him as much, which allow him to gain a little bit of a split second early, which mean a split second less for your opponent, so you don't get in time enough to the net to cover that volley. And he has been very successful with it. A lot of time when you try to take the ball earlier, you miss hit, you misconnect, and he has been playing fantastic. So again, so far he has been doing that. Taking a lead of 3 points, 3-0 right now. Let's see if J-Dub can get on board.
After a very deep return, Michael gets to the net, but JW with the soft third and the get to the net on his fifth is super nice put away.
On a quick note, Annalie did win against Judith 11-7, 11-0.
Oh, wow.
She
short work in game two. Nice passing shot by Loyd right there.
There's also another match going on as well between Federico Staxrud and Jaume Martinevich. Again, this is going to be a good match.
That's
always,
a big match.
They always go free games in general, where Federico kind of end up winning most of the time, but those are some fiery quarterfinals we have here.
You know, last year here at the PPA Nationals was Jaume's coming out party, more or less.
Yes, he had a great season. He's very scrappy, not the tallest player, so very explosive, move very well, hit the ball very clean. Most of the top players right now are just focusing on finding the sweet spot almost all the time, which is really hard to do when you're on moving so much.
Right.
But when you're able to do that, it makes life much easier.
Both players seem to be missing the down-the-line passing shots in this match so far. Not a lot of room on that short line with that high.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty.
Sup? Future me? And no bunions! How?
Lapiplasty.
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
to play indoor. It's easier to hit the ball clean. So again, we can take him out until it's over.
Good time out there by JW, forcing the side out. See if he can get something going on this service.
J-Dub has been really focusing on finding the back end of Loyd. I do believe that it's a good strategy. I do that myself as well. Loyd on the forehand can be a little bit at times very aggressive and has more success than on the back end. So when you're playing for the long term like that, you want to kind of probably play an 80-20, finding the back end as much as possible. Great around the post.
Yeah, I feel like when both of those guys are at the net, JW is going to win the majority of those points. He has so much more experience in that split-second decision stuff at the net when they're both there in singles.
He's very composed, and he moves better than a lot of people think, because again, he doesn't look like he's putting a lot of energy and things like that, but his movement is very controlled. He was not panicking at all. He was well positioned to hit that around the post. Great job from him. Like we said, he just got 3 easy points like that, and now it's 6-5. We're in a game. So.
Right.
Great pass from Michael. If I were Michael right now, I would try to probably cheat a little bit on the back end side, like just lean a little bit more there, because J-Dub has been returning most of the shot there, so he could find his forehand once in a while just to show something different to J-Dub as well.
That is the 3rd point off of serve for Michael. So almost half his points off of just serve alone.
Yeah, a bad miss return from J-Dub. I would like him to miss deep. At least missing in the net is not something characteristic from him.
What do you think about the decision to take that ball on the volley there from Michael? Do you think he could have let that ball bounce, or would that have been too low to his feet on the way in?
Yeah, that's a great. This is a strategy situation. If he lets the ball bounce, he can get in the cat and mouse. If you feel like you're the better player in the cat and mouse, you should do it every time. If you take it out of the air, you're trying to take time off to your opponent and put more pressure. So I feel like against J-Dub, he doesn't necessarily want to be in the cat and mouse as much as possible, but you know, sometimes he can mix it up. No. And another miss return. Another miss return from JW.
Well, that's an uncharacteristic miss volley by JW there. This is the momentum that Michael really wanted in this match, I'm pretty sure. Get that first game win, set the tone, put the pressure on JW.
Great job by Michael. He has been playing with more intensity.
JW can bounce back here in game 2.
Yeah, he had that big lead, 6-2, then got to 6-5, but then got those 4-5 points, mostly from unforced errors from J-Dub as well. So, like I said earlier, I expect J-Dub to clean up a little bit, play a little bit more solid. And from Michael, if he wants to win that match, to keep that pressure on and being aggressive and more excited than J-Dub. Great job, and Michael guessing right here.
I would assume JW might want to maybe get to that net a little bit more on Michael and set the tone with some volleys. Keep Michael off balance, possibly. Michael did a good job there.
And again, Michael has been doing a great job at serving really big. Probably forcing J-Dub to go a little bit more for his return, or making him feel uncomfortable. But again, that first return was too short in my opinion. That's why this one too. That's why again, like Michael is able to hit such a good third shot,
Right.
just because of the quality of his first serve and the return of J-Dub being a little bit too short.
That is pretty unfortunate because he had Michael off the court with that return.
Yeah.
He went for the angle instead of the depth, and it worked, and then he just can't execute the 4-shot volley.
Yeah, and again, that's an unforced error in my opinion from J-Dub, and that boosts the confidence of Michael and doesn't help J-Dub at all.
Right.
Again, J-Dub is this kind of player that don't show too much energy, so I don't think, you know, it's not like that kind of player that you can be like, that can really deroute him at time, but he will keep elevating, but I just hope for him it's not too late. That's what it is, because again, Michael playing really high, on the highest standards right now, so.
Michael more than willing to get to the net now, it seems to. Pretty impressive with the way he's getting up there and just setting the tone.
Great job. J-Dub trying to mix it up, returning on the forehand, but again, I don't know if you noticed, but the forehand banana shot from Michael is always a tough volley for you because you don't know if it's going to go out or in, so you're volleying it, but then if he's closing behind it like that, it's a lot of pressure to feel, so that's why I prefer to return either middle or to his backhand, just to neutralize that shot from him. Great drop from J-Dub.
Aggressive drop right there.
Great return from Michael. Find that deep corner, forced J-Dub to hit such a great shot. Again, Michael playing a little bit better, in my opinion, than J-Dub in that match so far. Serving bigger, returning bigger.
Wow, I mean, that's a pretty deep return. And for him to hit that passing shot inside out, forehand off that return, he's just locked in. Michael's hit.
Pickleball when I can be playing pickleball, so, you know, watching that match get me excited. I almost want to jump there and play as well.
Well, if things don't go the way JW needs, maybe they'll call in a sub real quick.
I don't think I could help him much with my knee right now, but, you know, I would be excited to just show up. 6-2, big lead again from Michael.
Yeah, last time Michael was in the 6-2 lead, I think JW closed it to 6-5,
Yeah.
but it wasn't quite enough, and now Michael seems to keep pressing already to 7. Doesn't look like he has any signs of slowing.
Well, and to be fair, like he's playing with a lot of energy. He's wanting that match a little bit more than JW. I feel like JW not finding his comfort zone, and it's hard to stay mentally locked in when you're down 8-2 right now. So again, like Michael just pressing a lot. Hopefully he can close it. Another mistake here.
There's a lot of missed returns in this match.
It's a lot of missed return, a lot of unforced error, and Michael can play a little bit more loose now.
What's interesting about J.W. Johnson, though, is the way his demeanor is. You wouldn't tell what the score was. He'd still be this way if it was the other way around. So we'll see if he can turn it around.
Missed return, probably might be the first one or second here from Michael. I don't mind it. He's still trying to be aggressive. He missed it deep, trying to not give a lot of room for J-Dub to play.
Must have had a weird bounce there. I thought that went over, but I guess it did not.
I think he hit the ground first and then went over.
Ah.
That's a great point. I do believe J-Dub needs to get in more of those.
Proton power right there.
A bit, and then if J-Dub keeps climbing
So
a little
just
bit,
gradually.
yes, then you start overthinking it. Just like that, you know, that's a great shot from J-Dub, taking the ball early.
This would be about the time when Michael would say things to himself like, why did I hit that shot? You know what I mean? Instead of like just playing.
And this is the thing, you
Second-guessing
don't,
himself.
you know, he has been playing so well, playing deep, aggressive. You don't want to change that, but you also don't want to miss. So it's
Right.
it's that kind of fine line to find. I'm sure right now he's thinking a little bit about it.
Yeah.
You definitely need that side out before it becomes critical.
My number was 9-7. I felt like at 7, things would start to shift a little bit.
Ooh, another missed return. 8-9, and now we have a game. And let's see if J-Dub can close it to 11-9. Oh my goodness.
This is one of those games that Michael's going to definitely wants to learn from and fight through for sure. It's not near over, but this is an interesting game for someone that's in this position after a big win yesterday.
Michael taking another timeout. I think it's a little bit too late. I would have taken it again. I missed 2 returns on that side, so hopefully he doesn't overthink it. He did overthink it. Short return, giving the opportunity of J-Dub to move into the court. And now J-Dub taking the lead for the first time in that match. Now leading 10-9, game point.
You know, you did say if you're going to miss deep.
That's true, but you can't miss.
Not on 10?
Not on 10. Not after winning 8 points in a row. J-Dub, you know better. Better return from J-Dub. Again, this has been one of his best return of the game. And it comes at the right moment. Michael holding that second game point. Let's see if he can get on board. He needs to be aggressive on that serve. It's been working so well. Here he goes. I'm wondering the reasoning behind all those missed returns from J-Dub, especially in the net. Like, I'm very surprised by that. Another missed return.
How big are these serves? I mean, we can't really see a whole lot on camera.
Again, it's so much easier for us to comment it from an external eyes. Michael serving a big ball here. And JW saving that first match point from Michael. We're now at 10-11. What a game.
Very good second game.
That was a good opportunity. Short return. J-Dub doesn't miss often that back in.
Match point number 2 here.
Do you think J-Dub gets tied? I don't think he gets tied, but that was a tied back in. Great pass from Michael. I didn't think he made the wrong decision. Just very good execution on J-Dub.
Right.
That's an okay point to lose in my mind. Like,
he got what he wanted.
He got what he wanted. Just execute a little bit better next time.
Just wide.
And third match point for Michael. I would serve big to the back end. It's been working. I would serve like he has been doing. Just go there. Try to turn around the forehand or find that backhand down the line, follow it up. That would be the game plan for me. But bad work.
Inside corner forehand. Makes JW move inside and misses. Michael with another huge win on his way to the semifinals tomorrow.
Yeah, another great performance from him.